Welcome to my YouTube channel, Road Rider. Today I'm very excited to bring you a complete, in-depth review of one of the most popular street fighters in the mid-capacity segment, the all-new 2025 KTM Duke 390. If you've been following motorcycles for a while, you already know that the Duke 390 has always been a game-changer. Since its first launch, it has set benchmarks for performance, handling, technology, and overall value. With the 2025 model, KTM has taken things to an entirely new level, not just polishing the bike, but reimagining what a street fighter in this category should deliver. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive deep into everything about this machine: the design, the engine, the features, the handling, the practicality, and of course, whether it's worth your money in 2025 now. When you look at the 2025 KTM Duke 390 for the first time, you immediately realize that KTM hasn't played it safe. This motorcycle screams aggression from every angle. The sharp lines, the new LED headlamp design, the muscular fuel tank with extended shrouds, and the compact tail section all come together to make the bike look more like its elder siblings, the Duke 790 and 890, than ever before. The design DNA is unmistakably KTM, but the refinement in details shows that the brand has matured. Every curve and every edge is designed to grab attention on the road, while also improving aerodynamics and rider comfort. The headlight now integrates adaptive technology, meaning it adjusts brightness and spread according to conditions, making night riding far safer. The build quality is another big step up. KTM has listened to feedback from riders around the world. The paint finish is deeper, the panel gaps are tighter, and the overall feel when you sit on the bike is more premium. Even the switchgear feels solid and tactile, something you expect from bigger capacity machines. The bike still retains its lightweight trellis frame DNA, but KTM has reworked it for 2025, giving it a revised steel trellis combined with a new aluminum subframe. The result is better rigidity, improved stability at high speeds, and reduced weight in the rear. Speaking of weight, KTM has shaved off a few kilograms compared to the previous generation. The 2025 Duke 390 tips the scales at around 171 kilograms dry, which is impressive considering the additional technology and safety features on board. That means a better power-to-weight ratio, and if you know anything about KTM, you know they love to keep things light and explosive. Now let's get to the heart of the beast, the engine. The 2025 Duke 390 comes with a brand new 399cc single-cylinder, liquid-cooled engine. KTM has worked on this motor to make it not only more powerful, but also smoother and more refined. It now produces around 48 horsepower and about 39 newton-meters of torque. It's figures that put it right at the top of the class. But numbers don't tell the whole story. What really stands out is how the engine delivers its power. KTM has retuned the mapping and revised the gearbox ratios to make the acceleration feel even more linear, yet punchy. From the moment you twist the throttle, the bike surges forward with an eagerness that's addictive. Another improvement comes in the refinement department. Previous Dukes, while fast and fun, were sometimes criticized for engine vibrations at higher revs. KTM has addressed that by introducing new counterbalancing technology. So now the bike feels smoother, even when you're pushing it towards the red line. That means you can cruise on highways at 110 to 120 kilometers per hour without feeling fatigued. It's making it a more versatile motorcycle. Fuel efficiency has also been optimized. While no one buys a Duke 394 mileage, it's good to know that KTM has worked on combustion efficiency, giving you a practical 27 to 30 kilometers per liter. Under mixed riding conditions, the exhaust note has been re-engineered too. The 2025 model gets a new exhaust system with a throatier, bass-heavy sound that's not just louder but also more refined. It makes the bike sound bigger than it actually is, giving you that emotional connection every time you start the engine or rev it up at a traffic light. Moving on to the electronics. This is where the 2025 Duke 390 really flexes its muscles. KTM has packed in features that were once reserved for much larger motorcycles. You now get ride-by-wire throttle, multiple ride modes including street, rain, and a new track mode, cornering abs, traction control, and even a bidirectional quick shifter is standard. The suspension setup continues to use WP Apex components. But with further tuning, the front gets 43mm USD forks with adjustable compression and rebound, while the rear monoshock is also fully adjustable. This means you can tailor the suspension to your riding style, whether you're carving through city streets, tacking mountain corners, or cruising on the highway. KTM has clearly built this bike for versatility. Ergonomically, KTM has struck a good balance. The seat height is slightly raised to around 820mm, giving you a commanding position. But the narrow design of the seat means shorter riders can still manage comfortably. The handlebars are wide and slightly raised, providing a sporty yet comfortable posture. The foot pegs are rear set enough to encourage spirited riding, but not so extreme that they compromise long-distance comfort. The pillion seat remains minimal, as with all Dukes. But KTM has padded it a little better this time, so it's not as punishing as before. On the road, the 2025 Duke 390 feels alive. In city traffic, it's nimble, quick to change direction. And the light clutch with slipper assist makes stop-and-go riding easier. Out on the highways, the bike feels planted, stable, and more refined than ever. And when you hit the twisties, this is where the Duke truly shines. When it comes to reliability and maintenance, KTM has also stepped up. The 2025 model has longer service intervals, improved cooling systems, and better component durability. Owners can expect fewer niggles compared to earlier versions. Spare parts are widely available, and KTM's service network continues to grow globally, making ownership easier than before. Now let's talk about who this bike is for. If you're a beginner stepping into the world of performance motorcycles, the Duke 390 might feel like a bit of a beast, but with its electronics and rider aids, it can actually be a very safe option if you respect its power. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Peace out.